what a feeling. Australians crowned champions even in the T20 format. Now there is nothing else left for us to say because they are the world champions in T20 as well. A brilliant game, Salil, Paras. I'm sure you all enjoyed as well. Salil, just tell me these moments, these happy moments that the Australians have had. And, they were not the favorites when they came into the tournament, but then surely, proving out to be the best team that has played this tournament.
Well, from an Australian cricket perspective, Yash, I think this is a big, big win. If you saw the emotions that are going on around on the field, it's not a typical Australian team. It's extremely emotional. You see Maxwell, Marsh, Stoinis, all of them, shedding tears. It's just, a proof of telling us that this is what they were really fighting for. I mean, all those players individually as well have been in and out of form. They've got great talent, mind you, but they've been in and out of form, in and out of the team. They've had some health issues, but these guys have pulled together and they've just come together and just joined the party and winning it one side, just like Australia always does. You last saw that in 2003, 7, and in 2015, where they won the finals one-sided. Absolutely no chance given to the opposition. Feel really bad for New Zealand for losing yet another ICC trophy in the last 5, 6 years. Probably there'll be another helm every single time. And second to Australia. So great scenes there. Brilliant for Australian cricket. Brilliant for T20. I think you write out players like David Warner all around the newspapers, and they bring you home a ICC trophy. So I mean, just to say that it's not always youth that does it. It's a lot of experience also that can do it. And
Oh,
Australia did
absolutely.
just that.
Yep, the experience definitely counts. And Paras, a sad day for all the Kiwi fans, and we were pretty disappointed. We expected a New Zealand win because they played really well. And out of these two teams, they looked like a team much more in better form, I must say, more composed, more relaxed. But it was not our day. What do you have to say about that, Paras?
It's tough luck for the Kiwis, but kudos to Australia. They really outplayed the
Yeah,
New Zealanders tonight, and
really.
this is kind of unexpected. I really did think that Kane Williamson will be able to break the jinx and lift the trophy tonight, but not his night. And Salil rightly pointed out it's a new Australia, a very emotional one, a lot of tears, and especially Mitchell Marsh coming to the party. He
Oh,
previously had
yes.
also
Wow.
won the Under 19 World Cup for Australia, and
Yeah.
even Hazelwood was a part of that team, and
Yep.
also Zampa. So now all of them combined together, winning a senior trophy, at the greatest stage, is a fantastic achievement.
Just great. Yeah.
And Australia, it's kind of it's too the wait has been too long for Australia to lift a T20 trophy, but finally
Yeah,
they
it
have
is.
done it, and they have one star on their jersey in the T20 format.
Oh, absolutely. Brilliant, brilliant display by Australians. And now, Paras, if you could just tell me about the scorecard, what did you make of the whole innings? And could you just sum it up for me and tell me that what went right and what went wrong for the Kiwis and the Aussies?
The start looked very promising for Australia, and their intentions were very clear. If they are to go down, they're going to go down swinging. Uh, the wicket of Finch was a fantastic one, great captaincy there and great bowling. But
Mm-hmm.
David Warner is the man who soaked up all the pressure up front. Mitchell Marsh rotated the strike up frontly, but later on, he came to his own, hit those big sixes, and Australia winning this by 8 wickets, a fantastic achievement. And a lot of players have registered themselves in the legends column for Australia tonight.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely,
A
Paras. Now,
long list
Salil,
of legends called for Australia.
the list is never ending. The Aussies
Yeah.
are 5 times world
Absolutely.
champion, and this as well. So brilliant. Now, speaking of Trent Bolt. Okay, you said Salil that he is the player to watch out for. Paras, you too backed him that he's going to be the key man. How good was he? He bowled 4 overs, 18 runs. It was like he's bowling on a different deck altogether, and he's on a different high
Absolutely.
altogether, Salil. So, what's your take on his brilliant spell and just the consistency with which he provides and produces wickets at crucial intervals for his country?
Well, he doesn't fail to attack. He's not the one who will be bogged down and think that the other bowlers are going for runs. He's an attacking bowler. He's
Yeah.
bowled that line. He bowls, he swings brilliantly. So the first couple of overs with the ball are absolutely brilliant. Later on comes the change of pace, the slow bouncers. He's done so much and played so much T20 cricket that Trent Bolt really is the man for the occasion. So when you come to a final like this, somebody who's been at this stage, maybe at a club level and at an international level, clearly has that mindset. That's the same thing that was shown to
That's
us
true.
by Kane Williamson. A little bit of a
Yeah.
start by Guptill, but he ended disappointingly. But this is what the big players bring to the party, and that's where New Zealand failed. I thought they lost out on 20, 30 runs up front, and
Yeah.
that was purely because in the opening 10 overs should have been more explosive, knowing that Australia is just coming off a big chase as well. So and they won the toss, so they know that they have the players to deliver the goods. They should have really been close to 200 to give any kind of pressure to Australia. It should be going at 10 runs right from the word go, but that wasn't to be. Australia bowled brilliantly. We spoke about Josh Hazelwood earlier today, and he delivered the goods for them today. And they were brilliant in the field. There were not many. I mean, apart from that one Kane Williamson, the fielding was pretty good. uh, good job there by Australia to just finish this game. I think I was really hoping that we'd see 2 overs, 20 runs to get last 4 wickets. Matthew Wade, can he do it again? Not
Hmm.
at all.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have worn their pads at all, waiting out there in the dressing room. So
That's
quite
how you finish a
honestly,
match.
we
Yep.
didn't know how. Yeah, I think the big thing about the Australian team, what we've seen, and to some way, we chase or learn to chase like them is being that kind of a Ziddi spirit, as you say, Yash, if you recollect. They are mentally
Uh,
there on that occasion, and their talent just takes them through the line. They've all played
yeah.
their natural game. None of them tried anything experimental. They just play their natural game. That's what happened in 2003. Ricky Ponting went out and scored 160 runs in a World Cup final, and
Yeah.
that's how they keep doing it. 2015, it was Steve Smith. They just keep doing it. So I think it's important to understand that these players have been in that situation, and they've kind of come and performed. While New Zealand have been brilliant, we're not taking anything away from New Zealand. I think they're one of champion side, one of the best batsmen in the world, who captains them, who's ice cold, who's a strategist, who's highly underrated in this format, but has
Yeah.
so many times delivered the goods for country and club. But sadly, I think his 80 odd runs were a little short because the other guys didn't really play around him. Even Nisham didn't really get through the last few overs. So I think that really did in New Zealand. Australia were
Yeah.
always going to chase around 200 runs. The more the merrier
Yes,
for New Zealand.
definitely. Now, Paras, a very important question. I think this is the most important question about the whole summary of the match. What went wrong for Santner and Ish Sodhi? Because if New Zealand were to win, those eight
Yeah.
overs were crucial. And I've been getting flooded messages, and I've just read a lot of content over these two being the match winners for them over and over. Their 8 overs
Yeah.
were very economical and wicket taking. What went wrong, Paras?
Yash, just to point this one aspect out, the toss has never been more important than what it was in the UAE.
Hmm.
Yeah,
This T20 format does not on literal terms change, when it comes to the pitch scenario. But, in the UAE, there's a lot of dew that kicks in. Henceforth, we've seen a lot of beamers also in this tournament.
Right.
And tonight there wasn't much dew, but it was enough to flatten the spinners for New Zealand. Although Santner and Sodhi have been in great form and wicket taking form, this sort of a pitch and with the ball skidding onto the bat really did help the Australians. If you look at the Mitchell Marsh, he struggles against when the ball spins
Yeah.
and spins consistently. Tonight he was covering his off stump. He was on the back foot and punching the ball towards long on long off, irrespective of what the spin was. So this
Right.
style of cricket really helps the Australians, and they countered the bowling attack on the merit. And you rightly pointed out about Bolt as well, Yash. Bolt
Yeah.
was heavily respected tonight. He's done very well against all the teams, and they picked the right bowlers. And talking about the spirit of the game, when Mitchell Marsh walked in new on to bat, and Adam Milne was brought on to bowl. The shot that he hit towards square leg for a six, you know,
Yeah.
the camera was zoomed in on Kane Williamson, and all he said was, "What a shot!"
Yeah,
So yeah. So these moments of the match are really really good, and I think nothing went wrong as such. Australia really understood the conditions, and as Salil pointed out, the toss was won by Australia, and
yeah.
that's where 60% of the battle was won tonight.
You said all the right points about the pitch, Mitchell Marsh not being the best players of spin bowling when the ball is turning a lot, how Santner and Ish Sodhi were quite ineffective because of the dew, the toss being in Australia's favour. But nevertheless, it's been a great journey for Australia, for New Zealand. Kane Williamson led his side like a champion, and so did Aaron
Yeah,
Finch.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, we made some predictions in the second innings before we went on. Let's have a look at the results. It's a
Oh,
full
that's one
house.
again. The
It's a
full
full house.
house.
It's, I think,
Wow!
the second time on this show.
Someone just scored
Salil,
100 in the finals.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. My name will be in that all-time legends of Sports Adda.
Nice one.
I'll be
Oh,
just,
that's it. That's it.
I'll take some inspiration from Salil and a
It's
big,
okay, Yash. You can win the battle but lose the war because Australia won.
yes, it's a
Yeah,
brilliant
and
full house.
you're the only second person to win this. After we had somebody do this last week. Who was that? Who was that? I'm
Oh,
just trying to get.
I got
nice, nice.
five. My best has been five, but
Whatever it
nevertheless
is,
I came
Okay,
again.
our
it's not a
haters are
full house.
not our haters are not here, so it's just for them. Whoever doubted me ever, this is for you guys. So a brilliant
Nice.
journey to all of us in Sports Adda as well. We had
Yeah,
great predictions, we made great projections, and even in the morning show, we had these fantasy teams with Nikhil. He used to come in and help us with the fantasy Adda. And here at CricAdda, we had all of you. So it was a great journey to have you all. Australia are champions. Sorry, Paras, but we'll have to live with it. Now,
Yes.
thank you so much to all the viewers. Finally, a last request. We are on social media. So whoever has not followed us, please go ahead, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Go and follow us for one last time. And we'll be back for more tournaments coming up. Hopefully the India New Zealand series as well. And the Ashes coming up. So a lot of cricket is going to happen. Some great content for Sports Adda as well. To all the viewers, please stay tuned. Keep watching. Thank you, Salil. Thank you, Paras. Thank you for the team of Sports Adda.
thanks,
It was a
Yash.
great journey. And I'll see you all soon. Have a good night. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.